What's going on? Boxing and BS community back once again. As promised, we got another exciting, I would say, BS stream today. Gonna have a lot of fun with this one, man. I'm gonna be unfiltered, um, and I like to get a wide variety of perspectives on the topics we're gonna discuss today. So let's take our time. Another live. I got more time than I had yesterday to really get into some bullshit.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Here we go. A few people pulling up. Feel free to hit that link at any time. But I want to get my intro off first of all. I'm going to be reading the comments as well, so y'all feel free to comment. All right. Speaking of, yo, brother. Hey, shout out my man E-Rock, aka Vlogs. Yo, I've been meaning to tap in, but you see, at least I'm going hard every day on this shit, right? And working my 9 to 5. So I, we in the the process, brother. Me and you. Shout out to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, she rock. Okay. Marco said he was gonna pull up, so should be exciting. Missed him last week, but said he should be available today. So, see. Either way, I can do a couple hours by myself based on what I got going, man. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I got a lot of information and clips for y'all. I'm really just trying to dig down. Again, this is a BS stream, full disclosure. So if you're a hardcore boxing fan, don't want to talk about little bullshit, relationships and marriage in the modern day, this might not be the one for you. But for people that have a wide palette like I do, the blackjack of all trades, we're gonna dig into some BS today, man. It's gonna be on schedule every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific / 7 p.m. Eastern. But without further ado, let me start to get into the BS, the topics of the evening. So y'all seen the title, right? It's the the recent disbanding of Klay Thompson, famous NBA player, 4-time world champion, future Hall of Famer, and female rapper Megan the Stallion. Excuse me. She didn't get that last name. See, I misspoke. Which I don't understand, because a stallion, as far as I know, is a male horse. But I understand down in Texas that y'all call the female stallion. So yeah, we got to dig into that. Okay, we got a few more people in the building. So I'm gonna switch it over. I'm gonna let AI tell you, and then I got a clip. I got a brilliant clip. Matter of fact, shout out to my man. We'll get to that in a minute. But my man told me I can use his clips whenever I want. So yeah. So we'll get the AI summary of what went down last week, and then let me see here. And then we're gonna move on to some more, some like editorial shit. If you ever read the newspaper, you know what editorial is. That's an opinion piece. Okay, let me switch it up. Let's see here. Boom. I'll shrink myself. We can get this shit. We can see it together. Okay, I'll read through it with y'all. Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson officially split on April 25th, so about 10 days ago, after a highly public relationship that lasted nearly a year. The breakup was marked by a viral Instagram story from Megan, so, a one-sided story. I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying we only heard one side, where she directly accused the Dallas Mavericks, former Golden State Warriors, shout out, Splash Brothers, Dallas Mavericks guard, of cheating and having cold feet regarding monogamy. Okay, so I don't believe, as far as I know, and I don't follow these people. And let me give a quick disclaimer. Hold on, before we continue. Quick disclaimer. I'm not like necessarily a celebrity type person. The reason I bring this shit up is because I think this speaks to like the larger dynamic of people's expectations, like the gender dynamic in society, and why less people are getting married, less people having kids. So really trying to get to the bottom of that issue is the purpose of these BS streams. But since these people are in the public eye and no one knows what the fuck I'm doing, it's a great illustration of larger issues in society. Real quick, what up to my man Marco? Thank you for joining us. What's going on, man?
It's cracking.
All right. And shit, champ, I appreciate your presence. But yeah, like I was just saying, I don't follow celebrities that often, but I do see it across my timeline. And I'm using this as an example to illustrate larger issues. So we're going to finish up what the AI has to say in a couple minutes. And then I want to hear what you have to say. Are you aware of this this little story?
No, what are you talking about?
Okay. I'll sum it up real quick. Klay Thompson, you know, the thumbnail is Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion. So Megan Thee Stallion is a famous female rapper
Yeah, I know she is.
who promotes like more of a promiscuous message in her music, as I'm sure you're aware of.
Mhm.
Okay, and Klay Thompson is a famous NBA player who won 4 championships alongside Steph Curry out here in Golden State. Shout out to the Bay. So that's a quick summary. But they recently split
Okay.
up, and again, like I said, I'm trying to get to a larger issue of you'll see where I'm going with it. Just stick with me, please. Okay, so continuing with the AI, the allegations. Megan claims she had supported Thompson, Klay Thompson, through horrible mood swings during his basketball season, and had been integrated into his family life before he allegedly admitted he was unsure about staying faithful. Okay, and we'll wrap it up with this. We don't need to hear too much more. Just getting to a larger point. Official statement. Megan later issued a formal statement through her representative to People Magazine and TMZ, stating trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiable for me in a relationship. And when those values are compromised, there's no real path forward. And it just goes on to say Klay Thompson has not issued a statement at all. Okay, now the reason I bring that up is I'm not sure. Yes, he did bring her, as far as I know, he brought her around the family for holidays, his family, but I think that was more of an audition. That's not a guarantee. Just because I introduce you to my family doesn't mean you automatically pass the test for marriage. So that's really where we're drawing the line. They were in a long-term relationship, by nowadays standards, at least a year, I believe. But he didn't marry her, and he dropped her because he saw her as apparently not worthy of that after he had her around his family. Do you guys think that's a fair assessment? Like, can a dude do that? Or if you introduce a woman to your family, should she have the expectation that you guys are gonna, lock in for life and get married?
Yo, what's up? Let me answer that first. Me personally, a lot of women met my mom before, so that don't mean shit.
Oh, okay. A lot of women. I only had 2, but okay. I'm pretty selective about that. How about you, Marco? What's your experience with that? That's a good segue.
What was the question exactly?
Women have met your family? Okay, I'm gonna rephrase it. First of all, how many women have met your family? And do you think that if a woman is introduced to your family, that she should take that as an indication that you want to marry her?
No, almost none have met my family. I was dirty dog.
Yeah.
It wasn't on that level. Plus my
yeah.
No, it didn't happen that way. Yeah, no.
Just one? So can you put a number on it? Put a bow on it?
Just Miss Tia, I
I said
assume.
mine is 2.
Nah, 2.
So,
Maybe 2. Maybe. That's it. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
The rest
That's
it was
good.
just.
Well, and to me, yeah, I hear you, and I spent way more time out there. But to me, that's like a level of respect for my mother and my extended family, just to not bring, oh, this is what I'm dealing with right now. This is what I'm dealing with right now. I never moved like that. But hey, maybe that's a generational thing. Yayan said plenty of women met his mother, but we all agree that a woman shouldn't expect a long-term commitment just because she met your parents or extended family.
I mean,
right?
They probably ran the pharmacy / drugstore / athletic store / post office. Like his family run the whole thing in South Bend, so they all had to.
No. It was more so
okay.
where it'd be like,
That was good.
because my mom did work. She didn't work in a fucking, but she worked in something like that. And she knew a lot of people's parents, so it was kind of like that.
All right. Cool.
Got you. So family of family, like friends of friends, basically. Okay. That's cool.
Fuck you got playing in the background.
I get it. I think we looked up South Bend. The population was smaller than Vacaville, where me and E-Rock grew up.
It's about.
I think Vacaville is a very small town.
No, hell no. It's about. If you combine both cities, South Bend alone is only like 100,000, but Mishawaka, the suburb of South Bend, it's about 60,000.
Vacaville alone is over that. It's like 120. I think 110 or 120. Marco said when he looked it up on AI.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of unfair
because Fairfield, California. And that's like the same size.
Hell's Kitchen alone is roughly 60.
No, I consider these small towns.
Yeah, right.
You're saying your shit is smaller than that.
Okay. Have you ever been to Greenwich Village, Marco?
That's a segment of a segment.
Greenwich Village. Yeah, of course.
Oh.
No, it's a common mispronunciation.
I mean, it's literally spelled green. Yeah, it's literally spelled like that.
Greenwich, and when you go to Houston Street, it's spelled Houston, but we pronounce it Houston for some fucking reason. Yeah, of course. Greenwich Village is one of the most expensive, popular.
I only know that because that's where Friends was supposed to be at.
Friends was the most unrealistic shit I've ever seen in my life. Now, one black person, nobody had apartments that big. Like, the shit was just goofy. I never watched Friends. I hated Friends, by the way. See, that's how you guys tell you I'm not really white. Fully white.
What about Seinfeld?
I had a Yayan complexion friend who used to watch Friends because he thought it got him in with the white girls, but I was not willing to bend the knee to Friends. I could never watch it. But, shout out to my homie Victor. Anyway, hey, quick pause for I know I'm clapping. I'm just jabbing you, like I say. Quick pause for the cause. As you pull up in the building, please like and subscribe. Still, a slight majority of my viewers are not subscribed. So, we're just getting the channel started, the reboot. This is day 9 of consistency, so I'm in the game. I'll pull up on y'all every day, and please support the channel. E-Rock, and he says, can I join the chat? Of course, homie. Hit the link. It was supposed to be more balanced, but unfortunately, Jackie and Caleya, I guess, weren't, maybe they didn't have time.
Oh, they
are both mothers.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
So.
They still might.
But I want both sides on the conversation.
Were they coming by, or they said they're not?
All male thing. So yeah, they might later. We're going to be cooking for a while. So no. They never
said they are. They just didn't show up.
Klay was in the chat again. Maybe they're. Jackie said she was fully locked in. Caleya said maybe, and I had another maybe from another lady that's also in this boxing sector. But I won't say her name until she pulls up. But she was live. A couple hours ago, so she might be putting a bow on that. But we got 3 maybes. Well, 1 yes and 2 maybes. I still expect Jackie to pull up. She always does when she says she never let me down. So shout out Jackie, shout out Caleya, and my other special guest. But while we have the man up here, okay, that's fine. That's a different dynamic. We're gonna keep cooking. Now, shout out to my man. We're gonna continue.
Yo, Marco.
We're gonna wrap up this Megan Stallion.
Is he lagging to you?
Klay Thompson topic.
Is it what?
Yeah, and I'm gonna let you go before I play the clip real quick. Let me.
No.
Am I?
Okay. This is me now.
No?
Okay,
I'm gonna keep going then. You might drop out and come back in, but let me know if it improves. Because if the audience isn't seeing me, but it seems like we got the good viewership. Seems like people are hearing me in real time. In any event, to put a bow on the Megan Stallion and Klay Thompson topic, my man Sergeant Willie Pete, who's been on YouTube for damn near 20 years, if not more. He gave me permission to use this material, but I think this is great insight onto this topic. And I largely agree with him on we're a similar age. We're in our early to mid 40s. And he talks about shit like relationships and how it's, again, like I'm using it, not to be a fucking gossip artist, but, to illustrate larger issues and ask bigger questions about how relationships should go down in a modern day, where the gender roles are changing. So without further ado, shout out SWP, fair use.
Okay, because you all operate in group think. Okay, you operate like I could be single as a dollar bill. Let a group of women. This is why the whole cheating thing doesn't faze me when women talk about it, because y'all love niggas that cheat. Niggas that cheat are desirable to you. Niggas with no bitches are not desirable to you, and you all need to own that shit.
Marco, can you hear this? I think I might have made a misstep.
Yeah, I hear it.
You can hear it, but you can't see it.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna adjust the view. Thank you.
But y'all don't own that shit. So y'all are whining. Oh, this nigga, oh, he got options and all those shit. Oh, he cheating. Oh, he broke her heart. Oh, shut the fuck up. Because y'all love niggas that cheat. Because y'all don't want no nigga that no bitch wants. You know what I mean? Or no nigga that doesn't have any bitches. Y'all don't want.
Okay, pause for the cause. And the reason I play this, not only because he's talking about Meg the Stallion, we'll get to that in a second here, but a follow-up from last week's conversation where people were saying, oh, well, both men and women engage in groupthink. And he's making the point that I don't care if a bitch has 10 dudes around her. That doesn't make her more attractive to me. Whereas I think vice versa, if a dude has that kind of attention, women, let me stop. All right. Pastor Bob told me to stop using that word. So I'm gonna watch it. I can't make any promises, but I'm working on it. Shout out Jersey Bob. But my overall point is, my question is, do you think that women are more inclined to like gather around a dude that already has female attention as opposed to a dude isn't necessarily looking for a woman to have a ton of dudes around her? What do you think? Marco?
What's up?
You hear me?
Yeah, say again?
Did you hear my question?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wow. I went on a whole soliloquy. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. My homeboy, SWP, who I'm getting the content from, and I hope you can hear that clip. It looks like it's being shared. But overall, he was saying that women are more inclined, and if someone made the point, they said that both men and women have groupthink when it comes to selecting a mate. And he's making the point that men don't necessarily look for the most popular woman that has a ton of male attention, but women do tend to gather around men that already have, a woman on his arm. But what do you think about that? Has that been your experience?
Nope. I think that guy was just talking. The guy you played who the fuck is that guy?
Yes.
Who is he?
Again, this is a dude he's been on YouTube for about 20 years, roughly, since I first got on here. He talks about like relationship issues and black issues, but he's talking about the Megan Thee Stallion Klay Thompson thing right now. Like just because he was okay. So the point is, just because he was like selected, like he's a famous NBA player, and that brings him more female attention, doesn't mean that because she's been with a lot of men, that doesn't raise her value. That's what I'm getting to. Do you agree with that overall point? Come on, Marco, give me something.
Dude sounded like a dysfunctional idiot to me, if you ask me, to tell you the truth. It sounds stupid.
Okay, well, we're going to continue to play the clip for
he sound like a little minutes,
but okay.
He sound like two-tone a little bit.
Yes. And I'm not saying dysfunctional, because I don't know how much of what Tone says is even what he really feels, because he goes for views. But yes, there's some people like that, but if you want a fucking healthy relationship, you don't want to be with somebody who, like, that's crazy. And maybe when you're fucking in high school,
I'm not getting your point, Marco. I'm really trying to understand. That's why I brought you up here, to get a different a married man's perspective. What do you mean?
What kind of shallow shit is that? I don't want to go with somebody because they have other people, like they already have somebody. Like people who are desirable, but not who are locked up in a relationship.
I think that's I don't know. I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
No, he was talking about.
I think that applies more. I'm not saying it doesn't apply to men at all.
Bitches all over their arms. That's what motherfuckers want. No, nobody wants somebody with. Nah, I don't agree with that. But there's people like that. I don't want them.
Yo, we had a couple more panelists pull up. Hopefully the ladies join us soon. Okay. But we got Solid T and Shelton Moore, whichever one of y'all wants to go first on what we're cooking on. Again, my question is, are women more prone to pull up on a dude who already has female attention, or a dude's just as thirsty for a woman that has a lot of male attention? That's the point I'm getting at. In the modern day, right now. I'm not talking about the 90s. I'm talking about right now.
Or the 40s for Shelton.
In the 50s.
I knew you were gonna say
nobody wants somebody that nobody else wants. So that's just always been like that.
I don't agree with that. How do you know who somebody wants when you just meet them?
Nobody wants somebody that nobody else wants.
Marco, keep it 1,000. You could tell when somebody, like when a woman is attractive, she probably get a lot of male attention. You know what I'm saying? Just like a woman could tell, like.
But you don't know that unless you're out with them and know them for a while. When you just first meet somebody, you got no idea.
It's easy to assume, especially if they're attractive and have a, especially like a charming personality or something.
Man.
And you definitely gauge that, right? You take that into account, even subconsciously. You're like, okay, bad bitch. I know I got to kind of compete for this. You know? Yes.
I got you, bro. But you got to take care of yourself, bro. Just watch out for your kid, bro. Shit.
Who's that?
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
How we get the kids?
My man Serrata.
I think he was talking
about how we get the kids, though, Serrata.
Oh no, my bad.
Huh?
Yo, I was muted. My bad. No, dude, this dude, I gave him some money, dude, but he's fucking over here with his kid. Anyway, long story, bro. I'm about to I wanted to choke him out at the same time of giving him some bad, bro. 26 years old, bro, and this was over here.
Give me your cash app, Serrata. You didn't drop your cash app. Yo, I'm a man of my word. Drop your cash app.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. I ain't sweating it. Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord.
All right. Anyway, you want to speak on?
Yeah, but Marco, back to Marco. Marco, you telling me you want a woman that nobody else is looking at but you?
No, I didn't say all that. I didn't say that at all. I just said
that's what I'm saying.
I just said
nobody wants a woman that ain't nobody looking at but them. Nobody wants that.
Shelton, peep game. I'm just saying, if I find her bad, like I don't care what anyone else thinks.
Okay.
And I think that a woman definitely takes that into account.
But it's just, not everybody finds everybody dope. Not everybody, you know what I mean? It's very.
If you find an attractive, more likely somebody else will find it.
Like I just give a fuck what I think. I don't care. In terms of visual, now,
thank you.
Now, visual is one thing. Now, accomplishment and social standing, that's a different thing.
So, I kind of agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm old and I'm different.
Yo, what's the question, CJ?
Okay. I'll pass the mic with this. Quick shout out to the chat. My girl, Vay Bay. This is the other girl I might pull up later. A part of the boxing community. Y'all go subscribe to her. She definitely has a good conversation. She's very consistent. Also out here from Cali, the Bay, if I'm not mistaken. But she says, "Hey CJ, I'm a bit busy, but I'm stopping by to show support." Yeah, I know you just went live, and she follows up with the like. But and with that, yeah, shout out to her, definitely big supporter, and I'll be over there on her channel too. The question overall is, who is more prone to like men or women? And I'm not trying to like pit us against each other, but just a question, food for thought. I think that women are more likely to say, "Oh, this guy," even if he's not like attractive off top, they might say, "Oh, maybe he's a fat guy, right? Why does he have so much female attention? Why does he have like 10 women in the club around him? I should go look into that." Whereas me as a dude, if a woman is not attractive to me and she has 10 men around her in the club, not that I've been to the club in like 10 years, but anyway, hypothetically, if she has 10 men around her, let's say at the softball field, I'm not going to be like, "Oh, well, she's ugly, but why are all these other dudes into her?" I'm going to probably think she's just easy. Anyway, so who is more likely to be on groupthink and think that, "Oh, because you got a lot of other people around you that I'm more attracted to you"? That's the question.
I say it's going to be a woman. If a woman sees a dude is getting a lot of attention from other girls, she's going to be intrigued. And then she's probably going to think you got money, and that's going to make her want to deal with you. So it's a woman. It's going to, if a guy was to be like, "Oh, this girl got a lot of dudes jocking her," and then you another nigga jocking her too, that's going to kind of make you look weird.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to make you look weird. Yeah. But if a girl sees a dude, he got all these girls liking him, she's going to be intrigued. Like, okay, and then, men and women are different. She's going to want to see what's good. And then she's, like I said, she's probably going to think you got money and you a celebrity and all that weirdo shit.
It's got to be
so she's going to think that.
You, right?
Oh, you got a big old fucking
so it's going to be women.
Yeah.
So the answer is it's going to be women.
Definitely.
And thank you for that. And before I'll pass the mic back to the panel, I'm gonna let y'all cook because I'm glad we got all these voices in the building. It's more of a men's panel. Females, again, feel free to hit the link. But I'm gonna say it like this: the reason I framed the conversation this way is because we talking about our Let It Off. You seen the thumbnail was Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion. So he gets a lot of attention from women for being a top NBA star, and she's well documented having been with a lot of male celebrities. So I'm saying that's why it's not balanced on either side. Like her having been with what was his name, Troy Ave or whoever the fuck she's a rat. With.
She's a rat.
Celebrities, but her being with all these dudes. Her being with all these dudes doesn't raise her value to he wants to wife it more. That's what I'm saying.
And
yeah, that's a fact. When a woman, when a woman has that kind of baggage, no guy with sense. Keyword sense. No guy with sense is going to take that serious. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Hell no. And she already snitched too. I don't want no snitch ass
girlfriend. Marco into the modern day, but I wanted to get the married man up here.
You said what?
I don't want no snitch ass girlfriend. The fuck? Over here ratting and shit.
Oh yeah. He's talking about the shooting.
Fuck that.
I ain't gonna even go that deep.
I want my girl to be like, nah, Ross didn't do anything. I didn't see him do nothing. Nada.
These dudes.
I'd rather have a busted girl that's loyal than a fucking fine girl that's a snitch.
So and these guys sound like they're all in high school.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just trying to get you up.
Something like that.
Been out of the game for too long, man.
Yeah.
I used to feel like you, Marco. That's what I turned to the dark side slowly. I just been out here in the streets for too long. I wish.
What's high school about it?
Locked down. And
what's high school about it?
It's where I think he thinks that we're dated.
Marco, real quick. Marco,
yeah, what's high
school
school about
I could have locked something down solid, but that's just not the environment nowadays. So we're giving you up to date. It's not about being immature or nothing like that. It's just the game is the game now, and it's changed since you've been in it. I'm trying to educate you so you can, pass this information forward.
Educate me. I got no need for this information. Anyway. I'm done. Stick a fork at me. I'm done.
You gotta stick a fork at it. I think we're the same conversation.
And I'm gonna encourage my kids to not go after shallow ass girls or boys. So
yeah, it's just like when you get into your 20s and 30s. Sometimes you see a fat ass and that kind of controls you. You think with the wrong head. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not a relationship though, Rosendo. That's just
I understand, but sometimes you get caught up in a relationship because of that, and then one thing leads to another, and you're living with them, then you're fucking miserable. I've been there.
I mean, Jesus. Okay. That's what's high school about it. There, you just asked. There you go. There's your answer.
No, it's true. My ex, I was with her for like 6 years, and it was just horrible. But she just had a badass body, and she was, it was more of a lust, but it just turned into a long term fucking thing, and it was horrible. For real,
you
bro.
Get caught up like that. It can get too good to where you just I gotta lock this down, yo. And I want to follow up on something Serrata said a few minutes ago. He said he'd rather have a busted chick that holds it down than a bad one that'll
What's the fuck?
And I'm not saying like I'm not saying busted like yeah, but I
will say that no. I'm gonna confess. I'm gonna put it all on wax. She gained a lot of weight during the course of the marriage. But I held it down, man. I tried to thug it out and try to get her, back in the gym. But that being said, we did.
That's why you broke up
6 months. No. We did. No, hell no. We did. The point I'm trying to get to is we did 6 months of house arrest together over some criminal shit. So she definitely held it down. Y'all got it. That's a fact.
Wow.
That was part of the reason, though, for sure, huh?
Good Lord.
Keep it real, Caesar.
It didn't help.
So we learned CJ don't like fat criminal bitches.
No, but hey, look, real rap though. What's his name? Serrata. I agree with that, bro. I take a real John over a bad one for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like when I say busted, it's like busted is not like one eyeball and fucking 3 toes. You know what I mean? I'm talking about somebody who just not as attractive maybe as the one with her body done and all that.
Cyclops? You don't like Cyclops?
Yeah, I mean I'm not trying to be with like fucking a Dawkins Crusader or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like somebody who's down to earth, looks decent enough, and loyal. Shit, bro, man. That's all day.
No, I feel that. That's real.
What's that fucking sexy background noise, man?
CJ is savage. You already know.
He playing some like elevator music.
I know.
Oh, that's the lo-fi music they got here on StreamYard. I'm just trying to keep a vibe, keep it chill. People seem to like it, so I'm gonna keep rocking with it.
I seem to hate it.
Hey, we're gonna play a little more of this dude. I know some people agree, some people don't, but shout out my man SWP, fair use.
You want that shit. You want a man that is desirable by other women. You use other women to gauge the desirability of a man. And so in your mind, you think that men think the same way. Men do not think the same way. Okay? We do not sit there and look at, some man that's the alpha male and think that his bitch is bad because she's with him. We don't care. We don't think like that. She's either a bad bitch to us or she's not a bad bitch to us. It's just plain and simple. And when it comes to beauty for men, it's fairly objective. She's got a shape. She's got some hips on her. She's got an ass on her. She's got a flat stomach. She's got straight teeth.
This nigga's breaking it down. He's elaborating.
Man, this dude is shallow as a kiddie pool. This dude is shallow as a kiddie pool.
Hold on, let him cook. Let him cook. No, he's actually pretty deep. Let's go. Actually, he just published a couple books, and they're well, like 5.
Hey, man, there's an audience for everything, but
yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah, right. I don't see at all. Maybe I'm missing something.
But I think that's what the topic is. Like I think if they're asking him a deep question, he might go deeper. Unless they ask him like, hey, what do you feel about a woman in general? And he's like, oh, her titties and ass. And I mean, I get it. That's pretty crazy.
What he saying? You got straight.
Yeah, no, he's not on that type
stomach. You know what I'm saying? Fucking.
Lucky
he's just saying in terms
block
of physical attraction. I'm just saying that point in terms of physical attraction.
Sounds like somebody who can't get any and wants to devote his life into trying to figure out.
I don't think so.
If you can't do, you teach. That's what it sounds like.
Oh shit.
All right.
She wears her makeup and styles her hair in an appropriate way. Okay, that's all men give a fuck about. They're not looking at the dude and then saying, "Oh my God, she's with him." So therefore, that means that she must be somebody. We don't operate like that. That is how you all think. Okay, the bitch is either bad to us or she's not. She's either a baddie or she's busted. Okay, smash or pass. It's very simple.
And Marco, you can't agree with that?
Nope.
I mean, it's common sense. If you see a bad chick and she happens to be with a dude, you're going to be like, oh yeah, this chick is bad, and that's all you're going to care about. It's just common sense.
Hell no.
He said
it's not.
It won't make her better though.
You're going to be worried about the dude. You're going to be worried about the dude.
No, I ain't worried about shit. It don't make her better.
No, I'm talking about Marco. Whoever that dude was. That Marco talking?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you see a bad chick and she happens to be with a dude, all you're going to care about is the chick, right?
Care about? What do you mean? Well, yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Oh yeah, she's bad and shit. You're not giving a fuck about the dude. You're going to be like, oh, that chick is bad. Damn, she look good. That's all you're going to care about, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to be worried about the dude.
I also generally, when I see a girl's with a dude, like if it's, I don't really keep looking if they look like they're together.
You don't press. You just notice her beauty.
Marco, but I think you're talking.
Let me say this. Let me say this to you. Yesterday, I saw a picture. They got this thing called the Met Gala. I don't know if y'all know what that is.
I know what it is, yeah.
And I happened to be scrolling. I was on Google, and it showed a picture of Beyonce and Jay-Z. All I gave a fuck about was how bad Beyonce looked. I didn't care about Jay-Z.
What are you talking about?
So that's what he's saying. Like, you see a hot chick, she just happens to be with a dude. You're going to be looking at how bad the chick is.
You're staring at a celebrity is different than a normal girl.
No, I would do that in real life, though. I just use that as an example. Like, I would do that in real life. If I saw a hot chick, a guy's there, I'm looking at the chick. I'm not thinking about the dude. So he's right. That's how guys, let me say straight guys. That's how straight guys think. Oh, that chick is bad. I don't give a fuck about the dude. Not looking at the dude.
I think, Marco, you're talking very like I understand what Marco's saying, and I understand what both of you guys are saying, because if I'm speaking to a group of people right now, I'm gonna like that are maybe not in tune with the vernacular of me, like, damn, that bitch is bad right there. I'm gonna be like more like Marco, like, yeah, I see her and she's she's pretty, but I'm not gonna really look at her too much with her significant other there, right? But if I'm talking in a locker room with you guys, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that bitch was fucking bad. She had a fat ass. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just two different things.
That makes sense. Shout out in the chat with the
wait, I kind of don't get this concept. I don't like. What do y'all mean? Like, okay, you said when you see the drawing, and then what? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
I'm saying, are you gonna put more sauce on it because she's with a high level dude? Like, you know,
I see what you're saying. You saying like, okay, real quick. You said, yeah. If she
something like that,
a John dated fucking a celebrity, does that make her like more attractive? No, not
at all. Matter of
fact, from what I gathered by what he was saying is, if he saw a chick, he's not going to care if a dude's with her or not. He's just going to check the chick out. That's what it sounds like.
True. I mean, same shit. Yeah,
that's normal though. That's what I'm saying. Who cares about the dude unless you, no disrespect,
but unless obvious. Why are we even talking about this?
That's what he's saying though. I think. Hey, another thing is overall. But what about this though?
The more male approval a female has doesn't make her more attractive. But I think the opposite is true. I mean, I know it's true. I've lived it, right? When I didn't have bitches, I didn't have bitches. When I had bitches, I had bitches. So I've been on both sides of the game. So I know just having one or two around me is going to attract more. It's like, man,
but look at this though. This is what I might trip on if I see a high value dude, like say in a pulls up in a fucking $100,000 car doing his thing, successful, and he has some busted ass bitch. I'm gonna be thinking, see now that I'm gonna think, well, what's up with this fool? Like what's going on with that's when I'll think about what.
Check him.
Yeah, exactly. but if it's a fine ass girl with a busted ass dude that's like in a bucket, I'm gonna be like, hey, I wonder what he has that. More or less my curiosity. Like I wonder what attracted him. To her.
You put that perfectly, champ. You put it even better than him. Yeah, I like how you said that.
I mean, that's pretty much it. But I mean, I'm not gonna like really think too hard on it. But it might cross my mind. Like, I wonder. He must have a big old fucking mandingo. You know what I mean?
I would think he just got the game. I wouldn't be go straight to the D size, but
no, he probably does, bro. That shit probably to his knees, bro.
Tutti frutti.
Tutti frutti.
Hey, I wish I had that on my sound.
It's independent. Like a woman's beauty is independent. What makes our dick stand up at attention is independent of everything else. This is why dudes will sit there and they will see a woman in poverty who looks good to them, okay, and jump on it.
You said that.
Y'all women don't do no shit like that.
Hell no.
Y'all will not
I hate this guy.
like that. You want him to have status and everything. A guy might be very good looking, but if he doesn't,
hate this fucking guy.
Marco, tell me why.
He's fucking saying the most obvious shit.
Come on, champ. Tell me how he's wrong.
No, I didn't say he's wrong. I just hate him.
But no, I mean,
he thinks he's like dropping mad math and science.
I know what you mean.
Random
shit. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of agree. It's like it's saying shit like 17, but I mean, come on, bro. Like I know.
Me or agree with him?
No. I'm saying like I kind of agree with you. Okay, it's like he's saying basically like shit men go through. You know what I'm saying?
It's like he acts like he's like dropping mad knowledge, and it's like duh.
Yeah, it's like this, bro. You didn't have a man
acting like he's trying to get Bradley.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I hate this guy. What's his name?
Okay, that's fair. Okay, we are going to listen to a couple more minutes because he's actually going to get it tied into the Meg Thee Stallion, and then we can move on to the next topic. Good little introduction. About 40 minutes in. Please like and subscribe. Fair use.
Doesn't come from a certain background, doesn't have a certain level of money or whatever, or prestige or status, y'all ain't interested in this shit. Y'all complain about a dynamic about like men cheating that the men that have the highest propensity to cheat are the men that you find most desirable. It's called pre-selection bias. If you don't believe that pre-selection bias is a thing, then go fucking Google it. Google it, put it in AI. What is pre-selection bias? That okay, and it'll show you.
Okay, I didn't even plan on speaking on this, but before we put a bow on this shit, you're talking about cheating, right? And women want the men that the other women want, but then they will get upset when that desirable man will cheat. How do y'all feel about cheating? I guess is it like the same on both sides, or do they kind of set themselves up? I'm not saying I'll weigh in later, but that's the question he's posing. Do they set themselves up to be cheated on because they only want the man that all other women want? Y'all got it.
Go ahead.
It's like she was asking for it. That's what that's like. The fuck is this shit?
But this is what I see in that, bro. It's like anything, bro. If you got somebody, bro, through cheating, that they cheated on their man or wife or whatever, bro, then you got to know that that's in them already, bro. So they're gonna do the same shit to you more than likely. They're capable of doing it to you. So I mean, you got to play. You got to play your cards correctly. And if it happens, it happens, bro. And just know, like the same way you got somebody, the same way you can lose somebody. I mean, and I've always known that. So
get him while you lose him.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But I mean, if you play your cards right and she loves you, you can make maybe. At the end of the day, man, people are gonna do what they're gonna fucking do, bro. They can wake up in the morning and straight not love you no more, man. So if they're gonna cheat, and then more the possibility if she's bad, and all these men that are more successful than you, have more money than you, and she's that type of girl, they're gonna take her, and so be it. Enjoy your turn.
So okay, what was the question exactly?
Shit, Sarada got me kind of off track. I was saying that the cheating thing.
Yeah.
Does a woman only liking a man that all other women want? Does that put her at a greater propensity of being cheated on because she knows he has?
Well, I mean, again, like kind of like Marco was saying, I kind of feel like that's obvious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just come with the territory.
So should she be more willing to accept it? I guess is what I'm trying to get down to. She's like, well, I know what I was getting myself into. Marco disagrees. I'm just putting the question out there. I mean,
I don't know.
Hey, yeah, like this, bro. If a girl's bad, right, and she gets with, say, like, LaMelo Ball or something like that, right, and then she thinks that he's gonna be faithful to her at his age and a superstar, you think again, girl. So you gotta take what you can get and get the riches and all the clout that comes with it and deal with it for as long as you can, or you don't want to do that and you just go on your way. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You're not gonna be with a superstar or somebody. You can't even get regular guys not to cheat on you. So you know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Yo,
I mean, I kind of
pissing Marco off. We are pissing him off. I
guess I agree with that statement.
It's the truth. I mean, don't get me wrong. And I like me and my, you find the one for you, but
I'm trying to bring him up to date about realistic expectations.
You got to find the one for you, though. If you find the one for you, then you're good to go. But I never trust nobody that I'm with 100%, 99.9. You know what I mean? Because like Kanye said, she gonna wake up in the morning and not love me no more.
Yep.
I also think like boxing, right? How boxing is subjective.
Yeah.
Every person is different. Like,
like,
you know what I'm saying? This might be for a specific audience, but definitely not the majority of people. I don't know. Everybody's different. Some people might love. I don't know. It's all different.
Okay.
That is. I get it, and I think too. It's like. It's what you've been through, you know what I mean? And like sometimes, like for a long time too, I was jaded, with a lot of bitches. And I was like, no, all these bitches are bad. But I can't put a blanket statement on all fucking women, you know what I mean? And excuse me for saying bitches, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely not.
He's like,
I know that's what I was laughing.
He's like, I've been rehabilitated. I no longer hate bitches.
now I think that women are individual based. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Speaking of which, we did like a 45-minute mail segment, not by plan, but
that's because I'm here.
On that note, I'm gonna pass. Marco, can you hear me?
Yes, señorito.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't want to step on. I don't like people stepping on each other like on your show. I'm trying to keep this shit kind of semi-calm. But no, we're gonna pass the mic to a female. And the next topic, again, I bring this up not because I love.
Yeah, there's no female in here.
But it's just another example, another example of what can happen out here. What I'm talking about is Stefon Diggs, ex-chef, accused him of abusing her, like physically and sexually, I believe. But I'm going to have a female speak on it this time. You guys didn't like my man SWP talking about
you're going to... Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. So I'm going to play a female clip, and she can give you her opinion. Fair use.
Y'all, we just got done talking about the liar Meg the Stallion, and now we have another wicked gal to talk about. Them gal, this popped up on my time caught in a lie under oath. So apparently Stefon Diggs is going over court, like some allegations of assault or something. Y'all, you would know better than me.
A real quick shout out to the content creator Chantel Simone. This is for commentary purposes only, entertainment use only, fair use.
But this has been flooding my Instagram timeline, and I'm like, what? We need to watch it together to expose just how wicked and evil these women are. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave your thoughts in a
quick summary. She's taking a little bit to get to it. The ex-chef accused him of abuse. She was caught lying on the stand in court today, and he was exonerated, found not guilty.
Comment section, over here we call a spade, no matter who wants to get triggered.
Hey, don't take my saying, girl.
And it turned out you had gotten paid for 2 of the 3 weeks that you said you had gotten
You got something to say? Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Okay, let's rock out.
paid for it, right?
This is missing a whole lot of stuff.
The yes or no question.
I can't answer your question.
Okay. Was kind of quiet. I don't know if you're having trouble, but I saw this briefly earlier. She tried to claim double pay. She tried to say she wasn't paid for a week of work that she was paid. So basically, she was trying to milk this celebrity by saying that, he had some inappropriate contact with her. But anyway, and she tried to milk it really by saying she didn't even get paid for the week she took off, but she was paid for.
Correctly, without proper evidence.
Your Honor, may I approach? Read it. Do you recognize this document as text exchanges between you and Sunny?
Keep your head on the swivel if you got anything to lose, because some people, not just women, okay, it's the overall point. Some people will see you as a come up. While it might be easier for a woman to say that because no one's going to believe really a man got sexually abused, so they could find other workarounds and ways to fucking catch you slipping. So I'm just saying, you got something to lose. Be careful out here.
Yes.
Dated December 9, 2025?
Yes.
And you're the person in the bubble on the left?
Yes.
And you write to Sunny, hey, I looked over my transfers, payment history, and they sent payments, 11/7 and 11/21, totaling $4,000. See that?
Yes.
So you knew that you had actually been paid, that you tried to get paid for again, right?
What's your name? I never got your name.
What her name?
Did you know?
I don't know. I was trying to address you by your name because I.
This bitch is lying and stalling for time. You see these tactics? This is how I be calling out motherfuckers, fake ass motherfuckers like HLD on Marco's panel. Because I understand this psychology. What's your name? Yeah, it's stalling for time to think of a lie. Fuck you. Let's go. Furious.
Answer the question.
I'm not this. I don't know. I can't answer that question correctly.
What the fuck? Can't answer a question about taxes you filed correctly? Fake ass shit. Anyway, I don't want to delve too deep into that. It's actually not that interesting. I'm just saying keep your head on the swivel out here. But especially with if you got a 304 in your midst, any woman with a BBL might put a lawsuit on you. But I'm glad that he got acquitted. And hopefully they put something on her for false accusations. I think that should be a penalty built in. If you just lie about some shit and then you can't prove it, you should get the same type of penalty that the dude that you, or the person, whoever it is, that you were accusing would have got. Anyway, I don't know if y'all heard about that story. If you got any thoughts on that before we move on and get deeper into some shit, then feel free.
My only thought is, she was just trying to hustle the game hustled her, and they're at court and everything. So I don't know how deep it is. I don't know all the context of the story, but I just know that this is a lot. I wonder how much did she get him for, or try to get him for?
Oh, I'm not aware of that. But
yeah, I think it was a lot.
This is criminal.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That should be perjury, though. I mean, lying under testimony, I think that carries a penalty, but sometimes they don't always pursue it. But yeah, man, she does some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Just be careful out there, people. Again, Marco, I know you think I'm preaching hate probably at this point, even though I'm getting the female's perspective on the clip, but this is just things that young men have to deal with these days. I'm trying to make everyone aware of the risks in the game. It's not the 90s, man. It's not the early 2000s when you got locked down. And again, I'm happy for you. And that's why I wanted to make sure you pulled up to get that perspective from the other side. But yeah, the shit is a lot different, dude. I went through both phases. So just letting you know.
Well, if you're dealing with people your own age, then you're dealing with your own mentality, so you don't have to deal with this shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's right too, though. That's right.
Well, how do you real quick? How do you go from that from like somebody my age then? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these women nowadays got the same mindset.
Got the similar what?
Yeah. He's saying basically how
got a similar mindset to
age.
this. So how would you teach? Real quick, Sarada, I think what he's asking is a lot of women are, similar to the woman on the stand right here, fucking committing perjury. So how would you advise a young man to move? I know here you telling me to move. Oh, deal with more mature women. They're probably less likely to be on the fuck shit. Although she looks about my age, to be honest. But overall, Yain is asking, as a young man, how do I avoid? Like, what advice would you give?
You go with people like-minded. You're not like that, Yain, are you?
Nah, I mean, but
find somebody like yourself.
How hard is that to do? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
And I get it, but that's why you
know what I'm saying?
Not everybody out there is immature and shallow.
You got to feel people out, bro. You got to just feel people out, bro. And that's why it's called dating and hanging out, bro. You say you hang out with them, you see them, you talk to them, and then you start seeing it. Everybody's true colors come out eventually. You know what I mean?
But Marco, this is what I'm gonna say. This is why you think I'll be trying to fuck with the older one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just but it is what it is.
I gotta go on the diet, bro.
Shout out my man Ponchito in the chat said prenup is the only way. Oh, hell of a segue, because I only asked Marco for an hour of his time. I really appreciate him pulling up. But now it's his topic, okay? Because he can speak to this, I think, better than, as far as I know, anybody on the panel. Shelton dropped off, so he can't. Marco, question is, can you address this to a young man like Yayan, because we were just talking about that. What are the benefits? And I'm sure, you still married, right? So obviously, you're enjoying it. It's been a better experience than not. Tell him what are the benefits of being married.
The benefits?
Yeah, like what do you value? What do you value about it? You shouldn't be hesitating.
No real benefit. Being in a long-term relationship and being married are pretty much the same thing, except legally it's different.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna be real. Okay, can I be real? I'm gonna be real, bro. Yeah. I've been with my girl going on 7 years, bro, and basically, like I said, legally, it's a pretty decent long relationship. There's benefits is, you get to be with the person you love, you get to share moments, you get to fucking, share life together, right? Nobody wants to grow old and by themselves for the most part. Or maybe there's some people out there, but there's pros and cons, bro. It's not just one clear-cut answer for me. There's benefits to it, of course, but there's also a lot of cons to it too. You know what I'm saying? So it comes with a lot of shit. So I think it's a hard answer to be like, the benefits are this, she's beautiful, I love her, she's smart, we help each other out financially, mentally, but so that's for me,
Let me say this real quick, because me personally, I maybe at my age right now, maybe it come with maturity, but I just honestly can't see myself with one person for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
And I used to be the same way, Yayan. So did I, bro. I swear to God. I hate saying that to Yayan all the time, but I felt like I'm like, hell no. But I used to be like, hell no. I'm going to be with 4 bitches. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then fucking, where am I at now?
Probably now into your 30s, maybe that'll change.
Yeah. It will, bro.
Hey, I don't know, but
you got to go 10 years left. So
yeah, at least 30 now.
Can't even picture that. Honestly, but good though.
Yeah, and go bust everything open you can right now, bro.
Look, man, you meet the right dude, you settle down.
Yeah, that's it. You bust his cheek right open, and he's cool.
Not everything. Be selective, but get out there. Definitely.
Nobody caught that.
So your royal oats.
That's how it is.
America.
I mean, shit, it is what it is.
Maybe you'll meet a partner.
I treat them as they come.
Maybe you meet the love of your life in New York at the fight.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
You never know. You'll move over there and you'll be neighbors with Marco.
Yeah. Hell's Kitchen somewhere.
Me and Tia are gonna adopt the island.
There you go.
The 22-year-old child is crazy.
Nah, I told him to adopt me yesterday. Fuck, please.
Hey, Solid.
She said it was hard for Sarada to choose between men and women.
No, it's not hard. It's not hard between men and women. Sometimes, you want to just bust one of the cheeks open, so you got to just flip a coin.
Okay, so we're moving on. Solidus, you went hard on one of my early BS streams. I'm surprised you're quiet today because you were like,
What's up?
Pushing a harder line than Yaya, man. You were going hard. So, you got anything to say about what we discussed so far?
No, I'm not the monogamous type. I don't do the one girl forever thing. I don't do that. So I stayed out of that.
How old are you, bro? If you don't mind me asking.
Me?
Yeah.
Late 20s. Late 20s.
Yeah, no, I was that way. I was that way till my 35, 36. I didn't know I'm lying. 34. I was being with all kinds of different bitches. I didn't believe in none of that. And then I became older and slower. And I'm like, you know what? I need to chill. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing with me is it's just the way modern day women are. It doesn't warrant being a guy that's like, hey, I'm gonna find one girl and be with her forever. It doesn't warrant that. Maybe if it was back in the day, that old school shit, but the way women of today are, and it's not going to change for the better. So for those hoping that, they're just hoping for the wrong thing. It's just going to get worse and worse.
It's getting progressively worse.
No, it's true. It's just going to get worse and worse. So it don't make sense. But it doesn't warrant that. Being the guy.
What if you go to church?
Let me say this: being the guy that's like, oh, I want to get married and settle down and have kids.
Yeah,
that's honorable to do. But the way women of today are, it doesn't warrant that. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So
I
it's
hear
like you might as well me personally, I enjoy fucking multiple women. Me personally, all that. I'm gonna fuck the same girl. That's cool. I don't have a problem with it. But me personally, I enjoy. I'm fucking this black chick. Now I'm about to go fuck this white girl. That's how I get down. The mother guys, they want to be with the same chick. I don't really do that.
I was the same way until I was the same way for a long time, bro. But now I with my girl now, like I said, she's a lawyer, she does well, and I'm like, you know what, I'm done cheating. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I get the urge all the time.
Nah, I would still cheat.
Nah.
I had high hopes. I've had high hopes.
Like I said,
right? So
I got a different style. So
real quick, Solid, I'm gonna pass it to you. But let me get off real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
But no, I had I was on raised on kind of like some romantic shit, but then I was running through them before I got married, lightweight, right? But then I got married, tried to lock that down. Then I went crazy in the divorce phase, and I went right at the numbers. And then I tried, having some relationships since, because it's been a long time. So I've had 2-3 year relationships here and there, but man, I'm trying to lean in towards solid this way. I hate to say it, but that's a great segue. And I want to pass the mic because I know he go hard, because this is another topic I had on. But they start checking off these boxes. Do you think that men should put in less effort nowadays because, like you said, the quality of the women available? Should we be trying less, more, the same? How do you feel about it, man? I'm inclined to say less. I'll get my opinion out there off top. Saying the reward is not worth it. Yeah. In general, I'm not saying it's not good women out here, but in general, you shouldn't be putting yourself out there like we used to do. Go ahead.
Nah, you can do that, but just don't. Well, obviously, you don't want to bend over backwards. You don't want to be simping too tough. But you can take a chick out. You can spend some money on it. That's cool, but just don't do it if you're not getting no sex, because then you're wasting your time. Some guys, not for real, y'all laughing. Some guys get friend zoned. Some guys get played by a chick and they be spending money on them, doing shit for them. They don't really get nothing from them, or they are getting something from them, but it's like a fat bitch, or let me not cuss. It's like a fat chick or a chick that's ugly. Like, you want to be hitting some nice looking chicks. So you can do that, but don't do that if you ain't gonna be getting no sex from them. Spending money on chicks and going hard or whatever. And when I say women of today, it's like most women of today, they just on a different time. That's not how it used to be. So it's like, if you a guy and especially if you a decent dude, you kind of going to get stepped on. The way women of today are, and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you got a lot of women that want to be like men. Women give it other women bad advice, and most women that are like very attractive. They're doing like X work and all that. So it's like it's too much going on. So it's like you can't really date.
And Marco in the fires of hell. I feel like he's going.
That's why you got to go to fucking. You got to go to the church, man, and go find you a church girl.
That's cool, but I'm just saying, like, that can be deceiving. But
yeah, but go find you a devout Christian.
Definitely.
But to answer his question, yeah, you can do less. That's fine. Just don't do nothing if you ain't getting no sex. She ain't consensual, of course. But if she's not going to let you hit and you doing all this shit for it, you're just going to wasting your time. So.
And one of my favorite sayings is less is more. You know what I'm saying? And me actually, I'm more like I go off the women, bro. That's always been my thing. Like I go off how the women operate. Like if I feel like they into me and they want a relationship, that's how I kind of roll. If I could tell, if I feel like, thank you, Clarissa. I think like if they on some bullshit, then I'm gonna treat them as such. You know, it is what it is. You know, I'm performance based. If that makes sense.
Just watch it.
You got to ghost. You got to ghost when they BS. You got to ghost.
Yeah.
Even my fiance now.
Yeah, that's actually. I want to acknowledge what Yayan said. That's a great game coming from a young man. If I could give advice to anyone, since I asked Marco, and he just said, "Hey, marriage ain't worth it." Basically, I'm gonna say it like this, Yayan.
Whoa!
I'm not telling you to get married or not get married. I'm gonna say,
where the fuck did you hear that?
You to be observant. Observe her behavior. That's what I heard.
Where the fuck did you hear that?
Observe her behavior and respond accordingly. You got a good game.
Damn.
I don't know where he said that.
This guy's just making shit up.
No. You said no benefits, champ.
I said it's not worth getting married. That's what I said. That's what you heard.
Never said that.
You said no benefits.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't put your own opinion on what people say. That's definitely not what I said.
He spent it.
Check it out, bro. At the end of the day, homie, if you want to be a fucking player and you want to get bitches, do you get your money up, get work out. Do what you do, ignore them a little bit, and they'll come to you, bro. But if you want to fucking, have a settle down, do what you do. Just play it cool, man. Be a cool motherfucker. Don't be out here fucking stressing on it too hard. Don't be fucking thinking about it too much. It is what it is, man.
I'm gonna say that real quick. I think a lot of dudes do put stake into like real quick. I think a lot of dudes put stake into women in general, like or people in general. I feel like everything is about a relationship to them. Like you know what I'm saying. If it come, it come, bro.
Yeah, just do what you do. Get your money. Get your money first. That's what I believe in wholeheartedly. Get your motherfucking money up first. If you're barely making it on your own, and you over here talking about, yo, I want to be with a girl and fuck this bitch, man. Go take a shower, iron your clothes, smell good, and handle your candle, and then figure out everything else. You know what I'm saying?
And look, hold on real quick. Speaking of Kanye, hold on real quick. Let me say this.
Yeah.
What's up?
I will. But
go ahead.
I gotta rock the channel out. We've been going for over an hour. Good barbershop talk. The ladies, still, the link is out there, pinned to the top. Feel free to pull up. Please like and subscribe on your way in. Half my viewers are subbed, half not. So I want to get more subs in here. And to put a bow on it, Cash App at the bottom of the screen, $ CJ Rich 2026. If you feel inclined, but just subscribing and sharing is enough. Yayan, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, like, speaking of fucking Kanye, he said, "I don't need her number right now because when I get my money up, she gonna come running." So
that's it, bro. And that's the thing between men and women, bro. Like, it just get yourself right, and even if it's with health, and that's what I tell myself too. Even in a relationship, I'm like, man, I got to get back to being healthy because I'm getting too comfortable with my chick, and it's not her fault. It's just comfortability, bro. So get yourself right, look right, smell right, brush your teeth in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Make your fucking bed and go from there. That's it.
Those
you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want to be out here talking about, this girl and that girl, and I don't do this and I don't do that. Motherfucker, did you make your bed this morning? Did you brush your teeth? Did you fucking pay your bills? Then go from there. You know what I'm saying? What's up, girl? That girl's fine, motherfucker.
That's real. You got to have your foundation set, or you shouldn't be expecting anything.
Exactly, bro. It's just ridiculous. Clarissa, I think Clarissa has a crush on me, though. Clarissa, do you have a crush on me? Just tell me, though. Let's make this happen.
I think you're just easy to pick on.
No, I'm gonna have a sister wife. I want Clarissa, my girl, and her, and then your husband too. Fuck it, all four of us.
Clarissa, don't put this clown on mine.
Okay.
But no, I kind of want to ask if Michael there, like, if that's not what you were saying, what is the benefit to marriage then? If you got one?
He literally said none. I didn't cap.
I mean, I don't think he said that. I mean, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I don't think he was just like, oh, it's nothing. There's no point in getting married. I don't think he said it like that.
He wasn't trying to be negative, but he was like, really, it's just, it's the same as a long-term
I think at this point, Marco's just supporting the channel, and he's just not really into the topic.
I think I quoted him right.
No, I think he's just not. I mean, this is like a topic that, like, I feel it because I feel it because I'm still. I feel it. Hold on, I feel it because I'm like I have been with my girl for almost 7 years, but at the same time, I know it because I feel what you guys feel because I've lived it a long time without her like that. You know what I mean? So it took me a long time to not want to cheat, not want to fucking be who I am inside. You know what I mean? So I get it. And Marco, he's been with his girl for a long fucking time, which is beautiful. But I haven't been that. So I'm kind of in the middle of both of all you guys. You know what I mean?
No, I get every perspective. But let me say this real quick. As far as Marco, yeah, I definitely wanted to get the real reason. Not only is a big name on YouTube and social media, but I really wanted a married man's perspective. And I think he can benefit because hearing a young dude like Yayan and his outlook may help him like give better advice to his son and realize it's not the 90s. So I was really trying to, have him educate us and vice versa. That's why I invited Marco. But
and then Marco's white too.
Yeah, that plays a part.
It is, bro. It's cultural, bro. Like everybody has different perspectives.
Well,
we grew
let
up
me
different.
say this. Let me say this. In fairness to Marco,
he dropped off with that.
Like you said, he is white. So you do. This is from personal experience from dating all races of women.
Yeah.
You do kind of stand a better chance of having like a healthy relationship. Not guaranteed, but you stand a better chance if the woman is white. And that sounds like, because I'm paying attention to what he's saying, and it sounds like he lucked up and got a white girl like that, so he don't see eye to eye on
propaganda.
This.
Yeah, I have a white lawyer, bro. I have a white lawyer girl, bro, and believe me, bro. I have a girl who my girl's white and she's a lawyer, bro. And believe me, bro, it took a long time for me and her to like understand each other as far as like culturally, like our backgrounds. Because she was like, "Damn, that's how you think," or "Are you? That's what you're saying?" And I'm like, but I'm like, then I had to understand her too, like her family and her upbringing. So it's just, I think it's environmental and it's culturally too, how you grow up, what you see. Luckily I have my mom and dad there, but at the same time, everybody around me was, single fathers, single mothers, shit like that. So it's different. You know what I mean?
My young boy said Snow Bunny propaganda. The guy that was talking before you.
Yeah, that's wild.
I know my Snow Bunny.
Snow Bunny propaganda.
Yeah, I did.
There's nothing better than a white girl with a fat ass.
Oh my god.
Hey man, they ain't stupid, bro. Not necessarily all they're cracked up to be. I'm talking personality wise.
Oh no, my girl, cool, dude, I'm telling you, but TJ, if I introduce you to my sister, my girl, if I introduce you to my girl's sister, bro, you fall in love. You stop your channel and everything. You be in love. You be in love, but she built like a horse, homie.
Nothing is perfect or guaranteed with a white girl. You can get shit.
Nah, hell no, because you know what? They might not be as violent.
The chances are better. The chances are better.
They might not be as violent, bro, but what they will do, bro, they'll take every fucking thing, your soul from you, bro. That's what they will do. And they'll do it with a smile. You know what I mean? My Mexican girls and black girls I've been with, they're more violent. They're more like physical, which is cool. White girls, they'll fucking, well, my white girl, she's a whole ass lawyer, so she'll take, I already know, she'll fucking have me outside with no shoes on, begging for change.
Cerebral about it. She's gonna plan it out.
Yeah, it's different, bro.
Shout out. He said milk is the way, CJ. That's funny. No, man. I'm probably gonna stick with.
Come on now. Come on now. He be telling me that's all you.
Carissa, come on, girl. I already made you a proposition. Me, you, your man, and my girl. We can all hang out and we'll go have dinner and stuff on me.
This dude be loving the white Johns. He trying to. You know what I'm saying?
I've enjoyed them, but right now I'm fucking with the sisters. You got phases.
What's the deal, Koki?
Koki in the chat. What's up, CJ? Shout out to you, man.
I'll introduce CJ to my girl's sister, and then they'll fall in love. And in 2 weeks, he'll be like, nah, you know what, you guys, I have a different perspective. Women are.
Yeah, right.
No, I've been through way too much. She brainwashed me like that, and I call her bitch.
I was real bad back in the day, man. I used to fucking hate bitches.
I don't hate them.
What they do to you?
I know, but I was just like, He-Man woman hater type shit. Like, these fucking bitches are this, they're that, they're fucking ruthless. And then once I kind of like, you know what? Okay, maybe I was a little hurt, a little jaded about some shit. And then I kind of said, okay, all women ain't like this. Let me relax on my breaks. you know, it got better.
You gotta stay balanced. I'm not trying to promote any female hate.
Oh shit, you got Clarissa cousin? She said ish.
We just discussing modern relationship dynamics and trying to put Marco up on game. I know he dipped out, but I gave him a quick.
What happened with Koki? He's mad or what? I thought he was still around.
I ain't been around. I agree, Clarissa though.
Oh yeah, Koki did. He ghosted Marco.
What?
They were supposed to hang out. Or something.
We're not gonna.
No, I don't think that. Wait. Hey, Koki, you know we are coming out to New York, bro. I'd love to meet you, bro.
Yeah. That'd be dope. I hope he does pull up.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna drop it here. I'm leaning towards not being able to make this one. I'm not gonna cap. I probably won't make this one, but you know I'm down with the community and I'll tap in every day. So sooner or later, I'm gonna pull up on y'all. But let me welcome my main man Koki to the stage. What up,
Koki? Hey man, we fuck with CJ's channel, man. You know, it's I support black business, so you know, them white dudes don't need no more support, man. They got enough support. It's only black business only.
But salute that, but yeah, you got it, champ. What's going on?
Yo, what up, Sarada? Yo, Yan, what up?
Poster. What's that, bro?
Nah, I'm chilling, man. I'm
saying what we've been discussing so far.
I mean, hey, you don't want to ask me shit, man. I've been through the worst of the worst, man. I've been cheated on, played, and all types of shit. So I just don't talk about it. I go about my business, you know. But
every time someone goes harder than me, it makes me seem more reasonable. So please share your.
I mean, hey, man, look. I don't want to spill all the details, but you know, for me, I haven't been dating for like a year already. So, and that comes from like me. You know, not being able to trust that. Yeah, I can't trust it. So, you know, Sarada mentioned how he went through a phase where, you know, he was kind of like, you know, in doubt, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't get that closure from something in the past and, you know, kind of makes it hard for you to get to the next person. So I'm happy to hear that he went through that because it gives me hope. It gives me hope that, you know, it's not going to always be like that. But look, hey, look, 1 year, no dating, right? But I also had an entire year where I was like, fucking every month. I was like, had a girl like every different month. And, you know, being in New York, there's a lot of women here. And, you know, if you work as a trainer, one of my jobs, I work as a trainer in a gym. And Sarada, you know, in gyms, fucking trainers have fucking girlfriends, wives, fucking all types of people.
Five pieces. Yeah.
The fucking maintenance lady, like everybody.
I get it.
Yeah, but you know, CJ, that's why I'm glad you guys have these discussions because not everything is perfect, but you know, things do get better, and I think Sarada had the best example to show that.
It's true, bro. I mean, if you were to go see my Facebook from I want to say 20, like I don't know, 15 to 20, maybe 20, it was just like this fool is tripping, fucking bitches this, big booty hoes that, fuck all these hoes, just get money, and it was wild. I'm even like, god damn, but I left it up just so you know I could remind myself like I was going through it, you know what I mean? But like I said, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and if you don't want to change it, then fuck it, hey, be fucking Hugh Hefner in this bitch. But I know I couldn't handle it no more as far as doing all that shit, you know what I mean? Especially as I start getting older, you know what I mean? 41, 42, it's like, all right, I'm cool, you know.
No, I feel you. We just at like a different impasse only because of what I went through, you know, family wise recently. But I'm right there with you. Like, had a lot of success in the streets, had some long term things, so I can appreciate both dynamics. And actually, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm glad I got to experience both sides. We'll see where it ends up, but I'm still open to it, you know. But for right now, my radar is just up, and I know how to vet them now, I suppose. And I'm going to be real strict on this.
And that's what I'm saying. I see what you and Koki are saying for 100% because like I said, I was there, and I still fight to this day, even with my girl. I feel I am internally like, yeah, man, I want to go out here with this random fucking chick, or Instagram is so easy to be like, hey, what's up, you know what I mean? But I don't because I kind of feel like I have a lot to lose with it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old to kind of like want to go. Like, I don't want to be out there with them sharks right now with them girls. I'm cool, bro.
Yeah. Especially with social media, you know, all these options and shit. It's like, dude, like you got to compete with like fucking everybody. Everybody on Instagram has like a fucking luxury car, fucking fit body, and all this. Like, you know,
I get it.
Yeah, but. Yo, I'm with CJ. Yo, where CJ is, man. I'm with you.
All right, yeah. I'm just trying to make sure I'm careful in vetting them. I'm not just closed down and like fuck every woman. Yeah, I caught myself about to say bitch, but I said every woman. But no. This is another real quick before I lose my pothead mind because I'm definitely getting high right now. Shout out to y'all. But do people? You said social media, right? So I'm thinking, do you think people in general like overestimate how many options they have because of social media and dating sites? How do y'all feel about that? People like just a delusion of I got this option and this option, and really that's like a mirage.
Hey, look, I'll go real quick. Like, I'm not on social media anymore because the amount of problems it gave me in my relationships. I'll give you an example. I had a guy from Puebla, Mexico. He's a Mexican guy from, in the Bronx. He's in a wheelchair. He got shot. And what I was doing for him, I was helping him do boxing workouts. So we cool. We post like videos of him hitting the pads in the wheelchair. And he follows me on Instagram, and his profile picture has his girlfriend. So then my ex goes through my followers and see his page, and she's like, "Who the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "Yo, it's a dude in the wheelchair. I train him fucking boxing." And she went on my Facebook and posted a bunch of comments where my family from Puerto Rico saw it. My family from Puerto Rico was like, "What the who's this fucking bruja? Who's this bitch?" And it was all over a fucking guy that I train at work. And but mind you, while that happened, she had another guy that followed her and they hooked up. You know what I'm saying? So the options are there, but on top of that, women know how it works too, because they know, like, if I got an option, then maybe he got an option too. And what they do, they try to play out like, oh, well, I'm not doing nothing. There's nothing going on there. But if they're stressing you out about it, then that means there's something going on with them. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Like,
that guilty conscience, that projection. Yeah, they feel so guilty about the dirt they're doing. Like, oh, he must be doing the same thing. I don't want to feel bad about the bullshit I'm on, so I want to equalize it. And that's what they do subconsciously. I
just want to add to what Sarada said too.
Back in like 1-2 minutes.
Yeah, do your thing. So, Sarada mentioned how like energy, right? We're older now, We've been through our battles. Like, we've had long term. We're being Latinos, Sarada. We're like hopeless romantics. So we have like those long relationships that go. We go the whole yard. But now it's like people have relationships on social media. They last like 1 week, and they're back at it with another thing. And it's like we don't got that like stamina to keep up. That's why like I'm with you. Like if I get one person, I'm not gonna be, oh man, who's the next? I'm like, let me figure this shit out. This shit is different now. But yeah, man, trying to be on my shit. That's why I tell you guys, never let these things.
You're saying,
go ahead.
Real quick, Koki, you're saying you don't have that delusion, right? You know how tough it is to find a quality person out here. So you're not going to have infinite options.
Like, exactly. Like, I try not to fuck around because I don't want that karma coming back to me. You know what I'm saying? And even if I don't get anything on the return, I just know like I'm not fucking someone else over. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm choosing to not participate in the game. At the same time, I'm giving myself that love that, because it's all about self-love too, man. You got to give it back to yourself tenfold. So, I'll go to the gym twice a day. I'll invest in something, try to, get a little new position. Like yesterday I had a client drop like $1,000 on my services. And I'm like, damn, like that shit was good. That shit felt good. I was like, damn, that shit was quick. So there's always things out there for you. It's just, you can't rely on somebody. I don't want to say like a woman, because, like I don't try to hate women, but it's just a chemistry with social media that they have. It kind of empowers them to engage in a type of behavior where, that game is played, and you can't really play a game with somebody who has more options than you. It's kind of mindless, and I get it. There's guys like, a salute to my man Solidus in the room. I appreciate what he says too, because you gotta give it to them too. You gotta let them know you can't be too nice about it. And that's why, like, at the jump, when I talk to a chick and she's like, "What are you looking for?" I'd be like, "Yo, it's sex." Because if I dated you, if I dated for like romance, it would be a fucking manipulation from the jump. From the jump,
If you told her that off top, because that's not initially what a man is looking for. Okay, great. I'm glad you brought that up. So Damn, I wish you had the ladies up here, but yo, we got quite a few people in the building, you know, relative to my channel, my new shit. Again, this is
I'm just talking shit too, man.
Live in a row, man. I told you.
I'm just talking shit too, man.
But let me say this, Koki. But you said that okay, no, I appreciate that. You said that men are looking for sex off top, and I want to level with the females. You know, we got Clarissa, Jackie, Caleya that frequent the channel, as well as my girl Vay. So I'll say this to y'all. Off top, that is, I'll cam back up for this because this is official tissue. Off top, a man is looking for sex. He's not, you know, he has to be physically attracted to you first. And I know you guys like what you like in dudes, but that is like, I can't stress that enough. That's the primary thing. So don't think he's looking deep into your soul before you guys, you know, really hit it off. I'm not saying you got to be intimate to make that connection, but that's not what he's looking for off top. So if you're going to ask that on like a first date, first kick it type situation, that's what he's feeling in his heart. No matter what he says, oh, well, you know, I really like to be married. He might dress it up like that, but off top from his heart, he's looking to hit, and then he will qualify you after the fact. And it might not take every dude, you know, degrees may vary. He might, you know, you make out and you watch some Game of Thrones together or some shit and bond over that, and then he's like, okay, looking at you in a different light. But ultimately, he is trying to hit first because he's not going to marry you without that. And I think y'all know that in your heart of hearts, but I just wanted to be real and come at y'all from a real perspective, man, because I like to be honest with my people. So damn, the views going up. I must be speaking some real shit. Solidus or Koki, you got anything to say? I mean, Koki brought it up. Definitely trying to get off top. But that doesn't mean that's the extent.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I hear you out too, and that's a good point. About the sex, you know, for me, it was never about the like getting it, you know, making sure the sex was there. I actually liked it, you know, when you wait like a couple months, you know what I'm saying? Because if the sex is going to be there, like if there's like, you know, a commitment to like, yo, we really like each other, you know, we feel each other, but there's other things we could do besides, you know, be in bed. You know, there's other things we could do, like, and then we could enjoy each other outside of bed, and that builds a relationship to something more meaningful and so, you know, something more memorable too, because you got sex with anybody and it could be great, but you know, you're going to remember the other shit too. And I wasn't always like, yo, I want to make sure I get laid, right? I wasn't like that. It was mostly from the fact that like I don't want to deal with all this shit that comes with a relationship, all the emotional baggage, the drama, you know what I'm saying, like the investment, you know what I'm saying, for something that could happen without it, you know. Yeah. And but I wasn't always like that. So for me personally, I would go for the personality. Because, you know, being in the gym, I would see a 10 out of 10 all the time. But those chicks in the gyms on the Stairmasters with the booty out, you know, they had the personality of a fucking pencil. You know, they were hard to talk to. There was nothing there to really talk about. Whereas you go to the library and you find a chick with like fucking glasses and, you know, buck teeth, you know, and yo, like she may not be 10-10, right? But you could talk to her about shit. She may know a few things about like fucking WWE, WWF, WCW, you know, like some nerd Pokemon shit, you know, like some boxing shit. You never know, right? But that's what I would go for, because I knew like if somebody was more unique, I knew for me, I'll be like, you know, that's something I could like, you know, look, you know, kind of hold on to. I don't know, maybe that's how I work, but whatever. How do you feel about that?
No. Damn, man, because I know you probably like, you're 39, right? So we right around the same age. That's
I'm 37.
Exactly how I feel. A more unique chick, a chick that sticks out. Okay, so well, similar enough. That's close enough. Within 5 years, yeah, a chick that stands out, that I could really grasp onto something individual about her. Yeah, definitely, and that's why I said like maybe y'all watch some Game of Thrones and just make out, or maybe, you know, anything in between. I'm not gonna get too explicit. But yeah, maybe you just kicking it and have that bond, go to the batting cages. I done all type of shit with chicks that I really enjoyed genuinely. And it wasn't just so, oh, I'm doing this so I can hit. So ladies, don't get it twisted. It's just not all about that strictly transactional view, which is also something I want to talk about. It's not just, oh, I spend this much amount on you, and so you're obligated to do this for me. No, obviously the chemistry got to be there. I want something authentic, and maybe that's me being old school. And if Yayan was still here, he might have a different perspective. But I'll say all that to say this. No, I enjoy all those experiences. But yeah, again, nobody is trying to put in maximum effort for minimum benefit. And that's really what I was trying to get down to it, Mark, but he dips out.
CJ, I got a question for Clarissa real quick. Clarissa is out there in Texas. You know, she's married and all that. So, Clarissa being married, right? I'm sure she got some advice for us. You know, us bachelors, out here doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? And maybe she knows some information from her dude, like when they met. Was it love on first sight? Was it something that they kind of built up to? How did that develop? Because for us, sometimes we don't know what the fuck we get into. Sometimes we be like, yo, is this shit official tissue or is it some bullshit? So, what's Clarissa like? She was something that she knew, like, okay, this guy is gonna be in my life for the rest of my life, or was she was like, let me put him through some tests, let me find out type shit. Like, how did that develop?
That's an interesting question, and I will say this: that wouldn't be the first time Clarissa actually pulled up to the panel. I still feel very privileged that Clarissa pulled up on my panel one time and has not pulled up on any other panel as far as I know. So a shout out Clarissa. But no, a married woman's perspective would be infinitely valuable. On a stream like this, because we're not trying to be hating. We're just giving it from the male side. Hopefully the ladies pull back up. I mean, they were tapped in. We had Kaleya and Jackie last week, so I'm not mad at them. Maybe this was needed to break it up.
No disrespect.
Y'all willing to pull up?
Hey, CJ,
real quick, we have a open forum. I'm gonna let you go, but real quick, we have an open forum, ladies. Anyone who wants to get their opinion off, it'll be respected. No one's gonna cuss you out or personally attack you. I promise you that, or they'll be out of here. But go ahead.
I feel like we got to be careful with a married, no disrespect to her, but we got to be careful with a married woman so-called trying to give advice, because marriage 100% benefits women. It doesn't benefit men. So it's like, knowing that, why would you let a married woman try to give you some advice? I wouldn't recommend that.
Do you guys feel like Clarissa could be the exception to the rule?
I'm up here for a different perspective. I'm sorry, what was that?
What's up? I was asking, do you guys feel like Clarissa could be the exception to the rule?
I don't know anything about her. And just in general, marriage benefits women. So it's like, knowing that, I'm reluctant to let a married woman somewhat try to give me some kind of game or advice. I might ignore that. Just knowing that.
I agree with that point. Okay, I agree with that.
Let me respond like this. From what I can surmise, it's not on wax, not official tissue, as I like to say, but she's somewhere between me and Marco's age, right? So in the 40s. And she's been married for a long time out there in Texas, like Marco said earlier. And no, I'm not saying take advice. Like, I think that's the wrong way to phrase it. I'm saying I'm trying to hear everyone's perspective. I'm going to come to my own conclusion. I got so much life experience behind me, like I don't need advice at this point, right? I kind of know what I know, but I would enjoy for the conversation and for the show different perspectives. So single men, single women, married men, married women. That's really what I was trying to put together. So your presence would definitely
that makes sense.
Saying, take your word as gospel. I'm just saying, respect it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Cool. All right, well, we cooking. You down to hang out for a little bit longer, because the chat is active, so I don't want to cut it too short.
Well, let me touch on this. You said
a lot more talk.
You said when
a panelist to pass it around, but
you said when a guy meets a girl, the girl is going to assume he wants to have sex.
She should. I'm not saying she's gonna. She should. Otherwise,
okay, yeah. Because from my experience, when you
right. I never approached a woman I didn't find attractive.
Yeah, from my experience, when you are talking to a woman, this is from what I've learned about women. I learned this a long time ago. If a woman is talking to a guy and he's not trying to have sex with her, she's going to think something's wrong with you. Like, she's going to think you're weird. She might think you're sus. Like, she's going to think something's wrong. Like, why are you not trying to hit? Now, of course, everything has to be done right. Like, of course, everything's consensual. She likes you. You're talking to her and all that. Chemistry. Of course, all that has to be in place. But if you're just never trying to pursue sex with a chick and you're talking to her, she's going to think something's wrong. Like, something's wrong with this guy. She might get turned off by you and not even want to fuck with you for real. Especially if she actually likes you. That's what I've learned about a woman. I've learned that a long time ago.
Yeah, I only took me to junior high to learn that. I feel you, because my mom was trying to make me a nice dude, but I quickly learned that lesson that if I wasn't pushing a hard line, I was going to be declined. Yeah, they only have so much tolerance for that. I'm like, okay, he's trying to be a gentleman, even fucking, I'm talking middle school, but you know, you weren't trying to grab something or make a bold move. Yeah, they ain't fucking with that. So absolutely, shit, that was 30 years ago.
Right.
So, yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you. Let me ask you this, champ. You said you're 29 years old. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you're definitely active in the game in the current day. You know, I'm getting up there, but I'm still, you know, I'm not locked down. I'm still doing what I do. But I'm gonna ask you, as a man, like really in his prime in this shit, piercings. Oh, well, first of all, where are you from?
Me, I'm from Illinois.
Illinois. Okay, so piercings and tats. Do you view that as a red flag, or you're just like, oh no, that's kind of sexy, it's kind of cute, it's kind of quirky, I could fuck with you know, I could commit to a woman with these kind of body modifications. How do you feel piercings and tattoos?
Nah, I don't dig that. The piercing, I don't like regular, like her ear piercing and all that, but tattoos. Reason why I don't like tattoos is because when a woman is tatted up, it takes away from her beauty. Like, my favorite chick in the world is Halle Berry, right? She wouldn't look that good if she was tatted up. She would just look ratchet and dirty. She'll look like a ratchet hood chick, a hood booger chick, and it's like, that's not attractive to me. You dig? So it's like tattoos take away from a woman's beauty. That's why I don't really dig the tattoos. Maybe like a sexy tattoo, she got a tat on her ass, or she got to be naked for you to see her tattoos. But like having tattoos everywhere, like, nah, that's a turn off. I don't dig that. So for me, no.
I find that interesting that, that's interesting. You would say that as a young dude. I thought you guys would be a little more accepting of that. I mean, that's a general energy I get, but you know, I'm out here in California, so maybe that's different. I had a dude like almost 10 years ago tell me I was tripping because I said, you know, that gives more of a okay, we're gonna take the mask off. That gives more of a 3 or 4 energy to me. Like, and you want to know why? I hope the ladies are still tapped in, and I'm not hating at all. But you know, you want to come up and give your kind of argument, please let me know. But I'll say this. It gives more of an impulsive energy, right? I feel like, and tell me if I'm tripping, champ, but see the through line. A chick that's impulsive enough to get a tat, which is something that's going to be on your body even when you get old and going to look like shit eventually. If you impulsive enough to do that, then you definitely more likely to stray from your relationship, definitely more likely to cheat. Does that make sense, or am I fucking tripping?
Yeah. It basically tells her what kind of character she has if she would get tatted up like that. So pretty much,
it's a short-term decision.
Right.
It's a short-term decision that you know going to have long-term ramifications, but you don't give a fuck. It's just what you want to do in the moment. Yo, I didn't even think about that until now, but yo, that's bars. I'm gonna stand on that. Definitely. Okay. And along similar lines, I think I know your answer, but let me pack it out. Tattoos, right?
Yeah.
If your chick did it first, okay, let's say, I don't know if you're still looking for marriage, or even like if you like, let's say you get 35, you're like, I want to have some kids, I found a quality woman, I'm trying to lock it down for real. Just painting the hypothetical, right? So bear with me, run with me. For the sake of argument, if that was the type of chick the woman you were dealing with, and she was willing to get her name tatted on you first, would you be willing to reciprocate and get her name tatted on you?
No.
Tell me why.
I ain't really feeling that. I feel like that's not necessary. I ain't really feeling that. That sounds like some ghetto shit. I ain't really feeling that. Yeah, I'm good. I would tell her. To be honest with you, I would tell her she doing too much. To keep it real with you, like, you doing too much, little mama. That's all right. That's me though. Other guys might be with that shit.
Man. I might take it as I got you. I might take it as an ego boost and be like, damn, this bitch is really down for me. But as far as the reciprocation, I can't do that, champ. I'll provide and protect for life. But you can do the tattoo. That's cool. That's funny as hell, man. Shout out Clarissa in the chat, said Serrata has a tramp stamp. Hey, y'all feel free to hit the link, especially the ladies. I see y'all cooking in the chat. But pull up. We trying to have a balanced conversation. Me and Solid is probably almost the worst combination you can get up here because we've been through it. We going hard in the paint. We ain't pulling no punches. But we can discuss a few more things while it's just us up here. Yeah. We are over an hour and a half. That shit flew by. So we approach 2 hours. Think about bouncing out, but I got more. Goddamn, excuse me, a little hoarse. I got more questions. Now, have you? I'm sure you were a semi-young dude. You'll be on social media probably more than me. Have you heard of women having an expectation of protection, like in general? Like, okay, so a woman you don't know, a stranger, say you downtown Illinois. You didn't say Chicago. I'll just say Illinois. I ain't trying to put your location out there, but you downtown, wherever your town is, and Saturday night, and you see a woman get accosted, like a dude is being too aggressive. Are you likely to step in between them and say, "Hey, nigga, you tripping," or however you would phrase it, or are you likely to mind your own business and keep passing by? I know that's not an easy question, and I'm just thinking off the top of the head, but I've been seeing this protection question brought up on social media lately. So again, would you just pass through, or would you be likely to intervene? Again, two strangers you don't know. Everybody's been drinking. Her, him, you. How would you handle that, champ?
I mean, it depends. I mean, I may or may not, but that's never. But the many times I've been out, that's never happened where I had to do nothing like that. So I really don't know. I'll just say I may or may not. Maybe or maybe not. I might mind my business.
Okay.
Probably would mind my business, but then who knows? Maybe I'd be like, nah, I ain't really feeling that. So. Yeah.
So if it was like over the line where he was getting physical, not just like spitting at her in a out of pocket way, but if
like
it was
just beating her up or something,
he was starting to get physical, you might. Okay. Well, I put that in the air to say, yeah, my bad, yeah, and I got it wrong. I put that in the air to say, there has been like women think that men should do that automatically, even if he's unfamiliar. I don't think they should have the expectation of that because, like you said, it might depend. Like you might value your own life more than trying to be, Captain Save him. I'll put it like that. So yeah, and I think that's reasonable. I don't think women should expect, especially, and I'll bring it full circle because you said, given what's out there nowadays, men should be doing less. You alluded to that earlier. So I'm saying that's an example of doing less because if they're not going to be ladies, they can't expect gentlemen. That's a good way to phrase it. Is that reasonable?
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
I know we going hard, women, but yo, someone tell me where I'm wrong. But yeah, me and Solid is locked in on that tip. Most definitely. So yeah, I mean, if you want to take it back to just wearing dresses and not having your titties out and all the tats and piercings, then cool. You could expect a different treatment. But you can't do whatever the fuck you want to do and then turn around and not expect men to do whatever the fuck they want to do. In this example, not choosing not to protect you because you don't.
Yeah, it's kind of like
anything.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Meg Thee Stallion situation. You can't cry about Klay Thompson cheating on you, but then when you went to court over that dude that so-called shot her, it was revealed she was cheating on her dude. So it's like you a cheater too. So why the fuck you crying because he cheated on you? You see what I'm saying? So it's like can't be.
Oh, shit. I don't even know. I don't even know all that. I led with that. Sorry to cut you off. That was my lead off topic. was the Klay Thompson making the Stallion. Yeah. Hey,
yeah, same logic
man,
though. So you can't be a toxic female.
Motherfuckers ain't logical nowadays. Like, yeah. I'm not gonna be sexist, but motherfuckers in general, even men, hate to be logical nowadays. Hate to be consistent, and that's when I get fed up with that. I got zero tolerance for that. But yeah, absolutely, well said. So you're not getting the woman's name tatted on you. Say she popped out 2 of your kids. You're like 40 years old, and she was like, "Come on, baby, I did this with you 10 years ago. Just it would mean a lot to me if you just get my name. We're not going anywhere. We locked in for life. We got the prenup. So I just need that name. I just need my name tatted on you, baby. What'd you say?"
Nah, I just pray she never asked me that.
I don't know. I'm putting extra sauce on it. I made it like the maximum situation that would never happen. But yeah, okay. I just want to get your opinion on that. Okay, so let me ask this. I assume you don't have kids yet.
No.
Okay. Are there any? And I think I know your answer because you've been going hard. Any circumstances under which you could see yourself entering a long-term relationship? I'm not asking marriage necessarily, but at least a long-term relationship with a woman who had one child.
Nah, no disrespect, but I don't be like that stepdad or taking care of another man's seed thing. That's not my style. So nah, I'm most likely not. That's not my style.
I understand this. In general, we're going to dial it down. What if the child is like 17? So about to be out and y'all just met.
What?
So by the time y'all really locked in, the nigga going to be out of there anyway.
Yeah, that's different. If the child is under 16, no. But if it's like in college and he ain't at the house and there's only one child and it's just her, yeah, that's different. That's cool. But other than that, nah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you said that. So you get nuanced with it. One more question, just slightly different scenario. What if you approaching 50 and the kid is like 10? The woman is like 32. The kid is like 10. But you about 50. Would that be a situation?
Nah, I still wouldn't do it. Nah.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, I just want to get you. Cool. You still gonna hold out and hope to find the childless woman? Okay. I mean, that's your opinion. I can't do nothing but respect it.
More and more women are not having kids. More and more women are not having kids nowadays. Like I might be 50 something and luck up and find a Tracy Ellis Ross. You never know.
Yeah, but if you still wanted to have kids at that point, she wouldn't be able to necessarily supply that. So that you also got to take that into account. But I hear you.
I mean, the world ain't going to end. Yeah, I know what you mean, but we just keep it moving.
I hear you. Okay. Oh, shit. If that's not a deal breaker for you, then what can I say? I don't tell people what to prioritize. I just like to put shit out there for conversation's sake. Marco was not very accepting to the. He really seemed closed off. Like, oh no, y'all are full of shit. Y'all are teenagers. Y'all bitter. Like, no, we're telling you how the game is now. I don't see why you're so reluctant to embrace it.
From what I gathered, this don't seem like something that interests him. I think he's strictly just here to do boxing talk. From what I gathered, I don't think this type of topic is.
Well, no, because people talk a lot of bullshit on his channel, but it's not like this type of bullshit. It's not. Modern relationship and marriage dynamics, because he already has that locked down. He don't give a fuck about that. But we'll talk about, men's health and what nutrition you should be eating, you lifting weights or we will talk about women infrequently, but no, that's not. He did this as a favor to me, and shout out to him. I really do appreciate it. But no, it's not his type of conversation, but I really think that both sides could benefit. I just wanted, a married perspective as well, because we out here still thugging it out. So anyway, he wasn't feeling it. That's fine. I appreciate him giving me an hour of his time. It's not the first time he pulled up on the stream. He was here for the very first episode, but we'll move on from that. He did say that there were nothing you get from marriage outside, like that you couldn't get in a long-term relationship. So I'm glad he put that on wax. I might clip that up. If
I heard him say that.
Do it for me, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, he acted like I was capping. No, you said that, champ. I hope your ex-wife didn't walk in, and that's why you was capping, or not your ex-wife. Excuse me, your wife, and beloved mother of your children. Hope that's not why you were capping, but I didn't misquote you. In any event, so you're saying no to single parent dating. So you're saying childless people should date childless people? What if you had a kid? Okay, let's put that in there. Hypothetically, it's also something to consider.
Well, I feel like if I had a kid, I don't think
one kid.
I feel like if I had a kid, it wouldn't be a problem because from what I've learned, again, dealing with women like I have, you learn women are more willing to be a stepmom more than men are willing to be a stepdad. So I think if I had a kid, it wouldn't hurt like that because more women are okay with, oh, my boyfriend got kids and I'm the stepmom. More women are okay with doing that, especially if they really like the guy. So I don't think it would hurt if I was in that situation. But, you know, men and women are different. You know what I mean?
Astute observation, and we gonna dial down why. I'm so glad you mentioned that. Before I pass the mic to Yayin and then back to Solid as T, I'm gonna put this in the air. Why do you think that women are more open to being a stepmother? And I already know the answer. Well, I know the right answer. I don't know your opinion. Why are women more open to being a stepmother than a man to be a stepfather? And we'll go with that, but I got two reasons. Y'all got it.
I think it's that, you know, women are nurturers. I think it's just that woman's nature. Women are nurturers and all that. And I think that's why. Women's nature and women are nurturers. Stuff like that. That is really simple.
Yeah. You want to speak on it?
I gotta agree with that. I think it's just natural for them to come on and do, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he got kids, it's easier to take care of them, and you know. But you know, so I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Like a girl, like a female, like a female would tell you that herself.
That's what she would say, but I disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna articulate my shit. You know how I come with it. I'm gonna say it like this: females are naturally looking for a provider. So no man, no single father is expecting a woman to come in and drop hella bread on their kid. But if you get with a single mother, she is expecting you to some degree. She may say, "Oh no, I got them. You know, I'm independent." But at some point, if y'all going out to Chuck E. Cheese and you saying, "I'm only paying for me and not for your kids," that's going to be an issue, right? So to some degree, she is expecting some monetary contribution, while the inverse, the opposite, is not true. Also, like I alluded to before, women are, you got that pre-selection, like my homeboy SWP said, that pre-selection bias. If other hoes are on him, if another woman was willing to have his kid, he must have something going on, because she went, not only let him bust raw, but she went all the way through it. She went fucking ran the touchdown with it. And, you know, and they got the kid together. So I think that's why it's different. Not only the financial expectation, but that pre-selection bias. But y'all got it. That's the cute nursery rhyme answer. And I'm not saying women aren't. Hold on, I'll put a bone up with this. I'm not saying women aren't more naturally nurturing, but I think those reasons weigh into it much more, in terms of being willing to be a stepmother versus stepdaddy. Y'all got it.
I mean, I'm not gonna say there's not no truth to that, but I don't know. I think it's just more so. No, I'm saying I think I don't know. I just feel like I think rather that more women. It's just easier for women to hop onto a dude's, you know, whatever situation you got going on. But I do gotta agree with you when you say like when the roles is reversed. I think you know, I don't think no real mother in the world is gonna fuck with any dude that not expect them to, like, you know what I'm saying, take care of their kids in some form of fashion.
Yeah, do nothing for your child. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And I'm not faulting them for this. Again, y'all, this is not female hate. I'm just describing the different expectations and how that drives the dynamics. I'm not saying a good mother would say, "Yeah, just fuck with me and ignore my kids." That'd be terrible.
Yeah, no, I don't think no woman would say that
at all. So, no, she shouldn't. So, yeah. Okay, that's good. All right, we're approaching 2 hours. So
hey, did you see Chris's comment?
One more.
Her last one.
What was that? Who would be? Oh yeah, I did. I pulled it up briefly. Who would be faithful to a female rapper that makes music as vulgar as her? That was part of what I was saying in the intro. Yes, she promotes 304 culture, and then wants the dude to be monogamous. Okay, so that's like really okay. That's my that's my thesis statement. That was the point of the whole like the title and the headline. You can't promote being a 304 to other women, and obviously live that life to some degree. Talking about wet ass pee, and expect a dude to lock it down and want to really take you seriously. I mean, you can't have it both ways. I want to say that to the ladies out there. I know it may sound like hatred in this modern day environment, but no, it's not. It's just telling you you can do whatever the fuck you want, but it's going to be consequences. Just like if a dude wants to fucking take drugs and not work on himself and never get anywhere, there's going to be consequences for that. So you can't just take the easy road out and then, don't be confused as to why you didn't get the outcome you wanted. That doesn't make any sense. That's just life in general. That's not sexist. We have different challenges as men and women, but it's easy to be a 304. It's easy to be a bum as a woman. It's easy to be a bum as a man. So whatever road you want to take, either put in the work or deal with whatever you get coming. So, okay, cool. I'm glad you brought that comment to my attention. Yeah. We're gonna pull up one last topic. Let me see what I got. Got a lot. This is a great one to close on. Given that women, as I alluded to earlier, only want men that other women already want, do you think that nowadays, 2026, we read May 5th, oh shit, it's Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo to my Latino fans. My subs, all my people. You don't gotta even be a fan of me. All the Latinos. I know a lot of Mexicans. But anyway, do you think that given that dynamic that the man that they want are in high demand, they all want the same one, that they should be more open to approaching men nowadays? I hear a lot of complaints from women on social media that men don't approach like we used to, which is very true. I'm not thugging it. I mean, not only am I older, but in general, I don't see men doing it like we did in the 90s. Like every dude was trying to approach a woman. You know, it don't matter if you get rejected, on to the next one. You can spit at 5 chicks in 20 minutes. You're going to get 2 or 3 numbers. Anyway, do you think that women should be more open to approaching men if they know that the men they want, that every other woman already wants them? How do y'all feel about that?
I would say yeah, because like we all know, women are complaining about how dudes don't approach. So if dudes don't approach you, then why don't you, a guy you might look at, why don't you approach him? Since you're complaining about guys don't approach you. Because that is true. I'm hearing that a lot. Women are going around saying, oh, guys are not approaching us. The clubs is dry now and all that. I'm hearing all that. So if y'all don't like that, then why don't y'all switch the game up and just approach a dude you might like? And then maybe you'll get the results you're looking for. Who knows? So I would say women should start doing that since it bothered them so much.
Right. Yayan, as the youngest on the panel, I want to hear your perspective.
What's the question exactly?
Do you think women should be more willing to approach men nowadays since they want, only want the men that all the other women want? So, to increase their chances, should they be more willing, more open to approaching men nowadays?
Yeah, I think absolutely. Why not? Because let's keep it real. Let's keep it 1,000 for a second. Most women gonna have high success rates. Let's just keep it 1,000. So, if they did that, so I agree with that.
Yeah, not only would you have way more success than the average dude, because dudes are like, again, I had to bring it back to this, but they're thinking, oh, okay, she approached me. She's definitely down to smash. Maybe it could be more, but I've had this happen to me more back in the day. But yeah, a woman would come up and be like, I don't want to say aggressive, but assertive, like, I'm checking for you. Just be, very transparent with it. And I was fucking with it. I was like, wow, that's impressive. She got confidence. Obviously, I don't gotta guess whether she into me, so I'm fucking with it. But yeah, ladies, you would have way more success than you think if you would just take that step. And I'm gonna end it with this. We got less than 5 minutes left. Why do y'all think that they are seemingly unwilling to take that step? If they would have higher success rates than an average dude and have an easier time trying to get what they want, at least have some clarity, Why do you they're unwilling to do?
Well, again, like I kind of just to speak on that last point. I kind of agree with that. Like,
anyway, okay.
it make.
So y'all want to go? I'll speak on it. I think it's a matter of ego. They want to know that even if it doesn't work out, that, he approached me, so I didn't put myself out there. So my ego wasn't bruised. Go ahead.
You and your shit, shit, bro. But look, me personally, I think it's just speaking on the last point, I forgot. Like when a woman approaches me, it just make it 10 times easier for me. You know, just make me more comfortable. But what I was gonna say? Oh yeah. Again, it's like I think it's just that classic cliche, like, oh, men are supposed to, you know, like that type of shit, like how men are supposed to pursue and all that type of shit. So or ego too. I don't know.
Well, yeah, a combination of both. I'm glad you said that. So that brings me to a larger point, and unless Solidus has something to say, I'm gonna close with this. They're expecting a traditional approach, like, you know, men putting themselves out there. What happened to man being real man? That's where I hear on social media. So you expect him to be traditional, but you're going out of your way not to do anything traditional for him. So it's not going to work like that, ladies. Again, I'm just dropping real game, giving you advice. It's no hate over here. It's just trying to bring everyone to an understanding of what we're expecting and what's realistic nowadays in 2026. But with that, unless y'all got the outros, I'm gonna do my maintenance, my housekeeping. I'm gonna get out this bitch. But first, y'all got anything to say?
Nah, good show, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Appreciate you letting me on.
Yep. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody watching. Like, make sure y'all like and shit. Peace out, y'all.
All right. Salute to y'all. Okay, again, it's CJ Rich, Boxing and BS. This was definitely our BS stream. It's going down every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So we'll chop it up more about this relationship and marriage shit. And I really enjoyed everyone. Good way to balance out because, you know, we had both sides last week. This is more of a bar shop talk, so y'all got to hear the unfiltered men's perspective, you know, from everywhere from 29 single or 22 single to 49 married. So it was good. It was good. I'm trying to get people to just, you know, chop it up about this shit. And we're gonna approach it differently next time. But this was good. This was good. I'm working the kinks out. Shout out to y'all again. Like, subscribe on your way out. Again, if you feel so inclined, cap bottom of the screen, $CWH 2026. Got you, sir. We out.